Welcome back to another episode of Worth Your Data, and I am Peter Nelson, as I am here to tell you if the movie To Be a Friend is worth your data. It is by Bimbo Ademoye, or it is on their YouTube channel, and let's talk about it. To Be a Friend follows a man accused of killing his wife, and he is locked up indefinitely until one day he discovers a truth that will change everything. The issue with this movie is that it is so obvious that if I speak more about the themes or even the synopsis, you would know the movie from beginning to end. Yes, it is that obvious. The plot is very simple, but the payoffs are surprisingly effective. You are probably going to see the twist coming, but I guarantee you it won't ruin the experience. Sometimes predictability is actually not bad when the journey to get there is actually smooth. So let's talk about the cast and the acting. The movie is stacked. There's absolutely nothing I can say about these actors. And if I say anything, you guys will probably block me and cancel me forever. I mean, we have Bimbo Ademoye herself, Deyemi Okanlawon, Uzor Arukwe, and Kunle Remi. Oyakimi now. I cannot say anything about your acting. It was that good. These are A-list performers. You see, personally, if you have money in a Nollywood blockbuster, hire the best actors. They don't just disappoint. You just cannot find them disappointing. Uzor Arukwe especially, I feel like his acting stood out for me the most. This man has insane range. You can just tell that he can play any role given to him. His performance in the prison scenes give depth and the much needed comic relief that we all wanted to have in a movie like this. It's the perfect amount of salt in a serious dish. And also, I have to mention for this movie, whoever handled the casting for this movie, I think it was Bimbo herself, deserves a lot of thumbs up, man. Because the past versions of Tega and Tunde acted alike and also looked alike. You would actually think that they are brothers. And yes, special shout out to my brother Desmond Bryce. I've actually worked on a movie with him. You can see it here. And that was my way of plugging my own film. I'm also a filmmaker too, guys, in case you did not know. And I've worked with Desmond Bryce. He's very good. As I was saying, that kind of visual continuity where the past version of somebody actually matches the current version of somebody in a film is rare in Nollywood. But they pulled it off well in this particular movie. I was actually impressed. Tunde actually looked like Tunde and acted like current Tunde. It was as if they were brothers. Good job, casting director. For the cinematography and the editing, the movie looked clean. The shots were intentional and the editing was faultless. Everything felt deliberate and the film was actually giving film festival energy. There is actually no reason why this movie was not in the cinemas. Yeah, it was that decent. And the pacing in this movie is also well balanced. It transitions from scene to scene rather smoothly. I never felt like the movie was dragged. So what's my verdict? Clean movie, clean execution, 10 out of 10 for the casting. I'm gonna give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. And that means the movie is definitely worth your data. And now I want to talk about the movie and the story. If you don't want to listen to me talk about the movie and the story, you can skip now. So leave now and go and watch the movie while I talk about the story. You already know that Tunde has an act for always going after things he doesn't deserve, and he always likes getting what he wants, even if it means sleeping with other people's partners. You know he's ambitious. You know he's reckless, and you know he cannot stand being second. Then what do? You take the idea that he gave you in school, build it into a multi-million naira company, then find him and bring him in as the COO. When you know the original plan he had was to make you the COO and him the CEO. And to top it off, you find your college crush after 10 years, spend 2 months trying to woo her, then you proceed to marry her, knowing fully well that in university she was obsessed with Tunde. You can just tell that Tega does not have sense, and he blindly trusts very easily. There are some kind of friends that when you remember their character in university, no matter how good they were to you, you keep them at a distance, especially when you're trying to build a life of your own and a family. This kind of betrayal is actually very common in the natural world. I've actually heard of cases where the friend are actually even killed because of the envy of another friend. In summary, Tunde had no business being your friend when you know the kind of person he is. I understand that some of you would say, he had helped him in the past, that is why, but I'm telling you, when you know that somebody has a potential to be ambitious, even to the detriment of other people, those kind of people should not be your friend. At the end of the movie, Tega tells us via a voiceover that he is vindicated because of the recording. That's a great resolution, kind of. But think about it for a few seconds. Tega was jailed for murdering his wife. By the end of the film, the police catch his friend and the wife is alive and well in the house. So why then does the recording matter? The moment the police see her alive, the entire murder case should be rendered useless. There is literally no murder anymore. That alone should exonerate Tega. So Tega saying that the recording vindicated him was just bollocks. I feel like the writers forgot to logicalize that part out. Anyways, that's it for this particular episode on Worth Your Data. The movie is actually very good. Debate with me in the comment section. Should Tunde have trusted Tega? I mean, as for that, his wife, it's not even a debate. He had no business marrying that kind of person after 2 months. She never liked you. She saw your money, saw what you were giving her, saw the attention, and then she married you, and you expect that she will not cheat on you. Ogbeni, go and sit down. Nonsense. Anyways, leave your own thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.